A year and a half ago, I said that I was building a $1 million recreational sports company as part of our $1 million mission. Because I love sports, and sports is big business, even recreational, because who among us wouldn't want to relive the glory days of one more goal or one more home run? What's up, everybody? My name is Corey with Mission Side Hustle, and I'm on a mission to turn $500 into $1 million. And today, I'll be giving you guys an update on Sporting Social, which is the recreational sports business we started as part of this $1 million journey. Now, when I started this program about a year and a half ago, we started off really strong, and I even made a couple of videos about the progress of it.
Descargando. Aha!
We had a kickball league going, a foot golf tournament, 2 cornhole tournaments, a pickleball league, and then suddenly it was just radio silence. And the good people of YouTube have wanted to know what happened. And today I've got the answers, but before I can tell you, let's go back all the way to the beginning. Now, I started Sporting Social with 2 partners, but I put up all the cash to get started, which in this case was a total of $10,000. That helped cover the customized domain name, the website, the software, the insurance, the equipment, the working capital to get the field reservations to begin running the programs. And I'll admit, I was feeling a little nervous to get started because I was already feeling stretched thin with the furniture flipping business, my business outside of YouTube, YouTube itself by making these videos, and of course, family time with my wife and kids. But I do have a background in the industry, so like I said before, things started off pretty good. Because with 0 fixed cost and very low overhead to actually operate, we were making a little bit of money, but we were having a great time doing it. But as quickly as we began to find success, we soon hit a major obstacle that threatened to unravel everything we had just built. Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Nothing, dude. What's up with you?
I'm calling with bad news.
What?
Woodlawn took away our field.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, no more kickball at Woodlawn.
So yeah, this is where we were playing kickball before. And this is where the city had their competing program before. That's a problem. From the very beginning of wanting to start Sporting Social, our idea was that kickball and soccer were generally going to be our 2 flagship programs. They were what we feel as though is going to reach the most broad and general audience for people to play sports. But without having a consistent location to continue to play, that has really put a damper on things. And we thought that this facility was going to be it. And when we lost the ability to be here, there's just not a lot of options out there. You know, and it certainly wasn't for a lack of trying. We just simply couldn't find a suitable place to play anywhere for either sport. So we were basically just kind of dead in the water. So basically we found ourselves in the really uncomfortable position where we were running a sports league that required field space to play, but we had no fields to play on. So we were just basically stuck. And to make matters worse, back then I was still trying to figure out the right system and the right process to make this furniture flipping business successful, because then it was not the level we have it at today. You see, back then I was still buying things that needed either repairs or to be cleaned or anything of the sort. And I can tell you right now, if you don't know, that's a lot of work. And I still hadn't even taken into consideration that I have so many responsibilities outside of YouTube, and as much as I'd like it to be different, there's still only 24 hours in every day. So Chris and I decided that once we were finished with those programs, we were just gonna hit the pause button for a little bit, which truly is fine because we don't have any recurring expenses, so it doesn't cost us anything to pause for a little while. And even still, we had made a small profit from the few programs that we had run already. And I do say Chris and I because I forgot to mention the detail that even before we launched our first program, our third partner ended up not being able to commit like they thought they would, so it ended up being just Chris and I from there on forward. And you know, at this point in time, I think this is where a lot of people would probably give up because it was getting pretty hard. It just didn't seem like it was in the cards for it to work out. But this is also right about the time where things started to make a nice little turn. Because I have been absolutely crushing it lately with the furniture business back here, which you will soon see in a future video. And I will be the first to tell you it has taken a lot of time, a lot of work, and a lot of effort for this to get in the position that it's in right now. Because as I'm telling you this business is now making the most money it has ever made in the channel's history with the least amount of time commitment. And that tells me 2 very important things, with number 1 being hell yeah, And number 2 being I now have the proper amount of time to devote to Sporting Social, give it the chance that it really needs without harming the furniture business. So with all that said, there was only one thing left to do. So I walked to the Parks and Rec department, kicked open the door, and demanded that we rent some field space. Good to see you. I know a while ago we did one season of like a kickball over here at the softball field, and I know you guys have your program that you were doing over there. We're looking desperately, but we're having a hard time finding anywhere to really do it. And I was hoping you could maybe kind of like help me out with finding a place.
What's the date?
I think we just got some fields. So I'm gonna go take a look. It's about, I looked it up on like just Google Maps, and the pictures actually looked really nice.
The pictures do. I'm looking at it now. The pictures don't look bad. I honestly don't mind. It's like pretty close to downtown. That's all she had for us.
Yeah, we either take it or leave it. And we didn't just book one sport and one field like before. Instead, we're gonna be hosting many types of sports at many different fields this summer. Now you see, my vision for Sporting Social, I'll be honest, it's quite large. And part of the problem with big visions is often, they can be crippled by small oversights. Now you see, when we started this thing in the very beginning, I really underestimated my time constraints, and I think I really overestimated what I was gonna be able to do. And for one of the first times in my life, I felt like I couldn't do it all. Maybe I'm delusional. And the hardest part about the whole thing is, to me, it always felt like the right business at just the wrong time. But times do change, and right now, I think we're ready to give it a real shot. Because you can never forget that you're only out of something when you give up, and only you get to decide when you give up on something. So to summarize it all up, I tried launching this company. I just realized I did not have the time for it. I also realized that if Mission Side Hustle was going to get to the $1 million, I'd have to focus on what was making the most money at that time and currently, which is the furniture flipping. But things have shifted, and now I have a lot more time to focus on this without jeopardizing everything else I have going on. So this summer, if you're in the Tampa Bay area and you'd like to come out and play, Chris and I will be so happy to have you join us. So check us out at sportingsocial.com. And if you're not in the area but you'd like to be on the $1 million journey with me, make sure you subscribe and follow along. I apologize for the scratchy throat. I've been coaching a lot of soccer outside of YouTube, so my voice is shot right now. And I'm really trying to compete with the traffic right over here, as well as not cracking my voice and sounding like I'm going through puberty on YouTube. As always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see y'all next time.